So Jump Festa 2023 is happening right now. I'm going to try to make this video quick. I'm just letting you guys know I got stuff to do today, unfortunately. But I did want to talk about some things that were announced prior to the event and some things that were shown off during a live stream, an Instagram live stream. They may show some more stuff this weekend that I may be missing, so we'll have to wait and see. But for now, this is all they brand new, at least, that they have shown off. And there is some pretty cool stuff to talk about, but if you saw the title of this video, it's just a slight rant. I'm not going to get on a soapbox or anything. Just a little bit concerned about a particular line that I feel like is getting a little bit neglected. I could be wrong like a week later. After this video, we'll wait and see. But if you look here, SH Figuarts, if you're not familiar with this logo, this is the YuYu Hakusho logo. When they dropped a video a couple days ago saying that they want to work on this line, basically, that I was so hyped. I have to be honest. I've been skeptical of Tamashii Nations lately because I've had a decent amount of disappointments from them this year. But I have to admit, I was hyped, and I want, if it's an anime, I want all the figures. Now, I mentioned this. This looks like the anime logo, but there is a Netflix adaptation of YuYu Hakusho coming out soon. If they're making just YuYu Hakusho Netflix figures of live action, I'm going to laugh so hard because that would be incredibly tone deaf. But I'm pretty sure they're going to be making anime stuff. They didn't show anything off today. They could do a mix of both the anime and Netflix stuff like they're doing with the One Piece line. And honestly, I'd be okay with that. There's so many characters. Besides the main four, there's some other characters that they could also make. I want all of them, seriously. They're like different versions of Yusuke as well, and like different outfits, different versions of Kuwabara, Hiei, Kurama. Bro, it's so hype. I love this show so much. Top 10 in my favorite animes of all time. They also did drop a pre-order on Premium Bandai for full power Frieza here. So if you have full power Goku, I haven't picked that one up yet, and you want this full power Frieza, then there you go. It's gonna look really great with your full power Goku. It is around $85. It's up for premium pre-order on Premium Bandai right now. Different faces and hands and a bunch of different features. This does look really fantastic. I can kind of understand this being a Premium Bandai exclusive because it's a little bit bigger, and trying to sell that big of a figure could be a little bit difficult, I guess. Also, it's a unique body mold that they're not going to be able to reuse again. But man, so much stuff is just Premium Bandai exclusives. I really don't like Premium Bandai. But this one, me personally, I'm skipping, at least for now. Maybe I'll change my mind. I have a pre-order for Mecha Frieza. I needed to get that one. So there's that. I'm really hyped about this because I wanted them to make these for a while since they announced the return of the One Piece line, but they're making East Blue figures. So, pre-time skip stuff. Luffy and Nami here. I was really excited to see Nami. They teased a day ago like a Tangerine image, and everyone was like, it's Nami. Yeah, these look good. These look really good. I do think they're reusing some parts from the Wano arc Luffy, it looks like. I don't know about mostly like the pants, maybe the feet, maybe the hat. I don't know exactly everything. Honestly, I'll get it. Like, I really want pre-time skip versions of these figures. And Nami also really looks fantastic, so I'm digging that. Also, this is a good way for them to redeem themselves on Zoro, so they can make a pre-time skip Zoro. And I'll get them all. Zoro, Sanji, Usopp. Yeah, I'll get them all. Like, all 5 of them. Yeah. I'm really hyped that they're doing East Blue stuff because I really wanted them to do that while doing Wano Arc stuff. So, glad that they're listening to that. Okay, before we talk about the brand new reveal that came out, like, yesterday, or like was announced yesterday, Kenpachi from Bleach, 1,000 Year Blood War is up for pre-order right now. Makimo, I already talked about her previously, but she also went up for pre-order this past weekend, these past couple days, I should say. And I am not personally going to pick this one up because I'm really early in Bleach still. Maybe I'll backtrack and get this eventually. But I did secure a pre-order because one of my friends, this is his favorite character from the series. So I knew he was going to miss out on the Ami Ami and High Link Japan pre-orders. when those went live at like 3 a.m. my time. So I went ahead and picked one up for him. And yeah, he is a very happy boy about that. So it does look pretty good, though. I'll admit that. It looks quite nice. They're also making Hitsugaya. That's how you say his name, right? Again, I'm really early in this series. I'm sorry, guys. I haven't got to him yet. But he looks cool, not too bad looking. It looks like we have some cuts in the robe area, so there allows for a little bit of movability and articulation. There's really not much for me to say here. It seems like a similar approach to the other 1000-Year Blood War characters, where they all have these particular outfits, the black here, the baggy pants and all that, which some people still have a problem with, and I can understand that, honestly. But just objectively, I do think that this does look quite nice. So yeah, not too bad. I do want to do a little bit of catch up because a lot of you know about this right now. I'm talking about this really quick. Earlier in the month, they did announce they're making Ruroni Kenshin figures. We have Kenshin here. This looks really sick, actually. I have not seen this series yet. Again, the bagginess in the legs might be a little distracting, but this is a really fantastic looking figure. And I know we have, I think Dyson Model made one. I mean, like a third party company made one, I think. But also BuzzMod is working on a 1/12 scale one. Me personally, if I was to get one, I would probably stick with this one, if I'm being honest. I do think maybe the cuffs, the way that the plastic's going to look, because it's all plastic there and they're a little baggy, that might look a little weird. But this thing looks really solid. So, yeah, that is also sick. And Demon Slayer, we do have one new figure to talk about besides Tanjiro and Nezuko. But I didn't really get to talk about these too much in previous videos. I will say Tanjiro with that smiling expression. This is from... I think this was Tamashii Nations 2023's event. That was like almost a month ago, I think. This looks really good. A lot of sculpt work on here looks nice. I really like how the faces look. I think this looks very anime accurate, if you ask me. And I do think that this, to me at least, looks better than the Figma ones. And me personally, I never really liked how the Buzz mods look. To each their own, I'll say that. But I do think that this is my more favorite looking one out of all of them. And this is also a cheaper one. I don't know if anyone mentioned this yet. Well, okay. We don't know exactly what the price is yet, but on Shonen Jump's catalog for their products, which is how a lot of us learn about these leaks of particular pricing and particular figures being made, this is going to be like $35, so it's going to be cheaper than probably the rest of the other figures. So that's pretty cool if you need just a cheap Demon Slayer Tanjiro. So there you go. And then Nezuko here, they did show a newer image, I think this past weekend. Is a more professional image. But no, I don't think there's any pre-orders for the SH Figuarts Demon Slayer stuff yet. Nezuko looks quite good, though. I don't know how the articulation is going to go here, because in some areas it might be even more hindered than the Figma one, even though that skirt piece was an absolute mess. They may be cooking up something that I'm not aware of. But this does look rather fantastic. And Tomioka, as you see here, is being made in the line as well, which is very interesting to see, because usually the trend with these companies making these figures is Tanjiro, Nezuko, and then like Zenitsu, and then Inosuke, and then a few other characters. And they're going right into Giyu here, which is interesting. That's not to say that they won't ever make a Zenitsu or Inosuke, but I do think it's cool. In a way, it's interesting and cool at the same time that they're going right to Giyu here before the other ones. So, very, very nice to see, at least, though. This particular figure looks nice. I think the elbow, the way that joint looks, is a little too big, but the rest of this figure, I mean, it looks really solid, not gonna lie. And I've said this before, I'm not the biggest Demon Slayer fan, so I don't know if I'll get these. But if you are a big Demon Slayer fan, then you are eating good. You have a bunch of different companies to choose from when it comes to figures. And now you can add SH Figuarts to that list. And I do think that they're comparable to, other toy lines that are working on a Demon Slayer. I don't know anything about Undead Unluck. Just wanted to show these images because I did miss the guy on the left is Andy. I missed that image when that dropped last month for my my Tamashii Nations 2023 video, when I was trying to talk about so much stuff, and that they showed off so much stuff. So these two characters from Undead Unluck, if you are a fan, then there you go. I think that, honestly, these don't look very bad at all. I think his elbows look a little weird, and I think that the right wrist peg is just sticking out a little bit in this image, but I mean, I have to admit, they're both very nice looking. Okay, so where's the rant? Well, if you look on this image here, this is a bunch of Jump series that they're, Tamashii Nations is working on with the SH Figuarts line. They have a ton of different IPs. I'm going to read these all off real quick. Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Demon Slayer, Spy Family, Kaiju number 8, Ruroni Kenshin, Undead Unluck, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Sandland, Mashal, and Hell's Paradise. Here's the thing. I don't want to be this particular guy who is absolutely glazing this series, but you guys know that one of my favorite anime of all time is Jujutsu Kaisen. And I found it was very interesting that they just haven't shown anything brand new for Jujutsu Kaisen with Shibuya arc almost ending. The last time we had any kind of announcements for this line was the hidden inventory arc figures that they're making for Young Gojo and Young Geto. So we don't... there's been nothing else, and those are about to come out like next month or 2 months from now. We have nothing else that they've announced throughout this entire, like, almost 6 months that they've been, like, maybe like 4.5 because of a break or whatever. But a lot of the second half of 2023, if I could speak, was dedicated for Jujutsu Kaisen, was dedicated to Shibuya arc. We have nothing. Nothing is... I could be wrong, and like when Shibuya arc ends, then they could announce some stuff, because I don't know when they announced the hidden inventory figures, if it was right when that arc ended or if it was in the middle of that arc, like right before it ended. Not entirely sure, but I just find it strange that this series is like, right now it's at its peak, I guess, with how popular it is. Because not only the anime, but what's currently happening with the manga, and the manga is about to end in 2024. I just find it really interesting that Tamashii Nations just doesn't seem to want to... And I know... Here's the thing. It seems like they don't want to commit to Jujutsu Kaisen. But they're working on... What is this? 14 other Jump series at the same time? And it would be very ignorant of me to... assume that they can make one figure from each of these 14 properties each month. That's insane. They can't do that. I understand, their release schedule for these characters, and they're working on a lot of stuff. They're listening to what products that we want them to make. So, it's going to take a while for some other teams to get filled out, because again, like Chainsaw Man, we don't have that much for Chainsaw Man besides Denji and Makima are coming out next year. The only 3 releases for Chainsaw Man we got for the SH Figuarts lines were, Chainsaw Man, Power, and Katana Man. Kind of the same with Mashal. That one's kind of slow, and there's really not much else to hear about with Jujutsu Kaisen. Hell's Paradise. I don't know, man. It seems like I'm being a little too selective and showing a little too much favoritism to, Jujutsu Kaisen at the end here and ranting a little bit about it. Because it's really cool that they're working on all these different properties. Some, a lot of these brand new ones. Some old, like Ruroni Kenshin and East Blue figures. That's really cool to see. Me, personally, though, I just find it odd that one of the biggest shonens right now, they just don't seem to be given that much love. And it's kind of worrisome because there's a lot of different characters we need. Nanami, Mahito, Inumaki in the line, Toji, Maki. I'd love to see a Maki figure. A few other characters I can't think of off the top of my head right now, but there's a lot that they really should make in the Jujutsu Kaisen line, and it just doesn't seem like they want to commit. It's kind of worrisome to me. We will wait and see, again, like a week or two from now, or even today, for Jump Festa. They could announce something and I could be completely wrong, but we'll wait and see. So that's how I wanted to end the video there. Not to be at a bit of a downer. I did want to, take with this lack of Jujutsu Kaisen news with a grain of salt and not just go full on rant with you guys and say, oh, they're doing horrible, because I really don't think they're doing that bad with the reveals. Just hope that the quality keeps up with the quantity of stuff we're getting. What was your favorite reveal from Jump Festa? Let me know down in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Links are in the description below for all the sources, and I'll see you guys later.